Hey neighbors, I was just out walking the dogs and I noticed that some of us may need a refresher course about what can and can't go into our recycling bins. If we're going to continue to try to trick other countries into buying our garbage, then we need to be a little bit smarter. Now this is what I found today. Like, look at all the plastic bags in there. Like, we should all know that these things are the worst by now. So what you need to do is buy these cloth grocery bags. They're available right there at the checkout stand, and best of all, when you get home, you can put them right into the garbage can because we all know you're going to forget to use them next time anyway. Here's a couple of more tips. Yogurt cups are okay. Red Solo cups only in large quantities. It shows recyclers that you know how to throw a party, and if you only have, say, 3 or 4 in there, that just shows that you're too lazy to actually wash a cup. And if DNA tests come back and show only 1 set of lips on these cups, then you could be looking at some serious fines. Now, what about phone books? Unfortunately, most modern facilities have employees under the age of 40, so they're not going to know what exactly these things are, and it could frighten and confuse them, so it's probably best just to leave them in the garbage. Speaking of safety, what about plastic bottle caps? Do you remove them or not? Well, a little background on that is when they go to these processing plants, they have giant rollers that they feed into and they'll squish them down, and these bottle caps could just like project across a warehouse and injure an employee working there. So yeah, you could take them off, but I personally don't want to risk catching carpal tunnel infections, so I'll put them in with the caps on. But we do include a hard hat and some safety goggles, and we put them in a recyclable cardboard box and we place them on top of our recycling. What about shredded paper? Yeah, we all want to keep our personal information secure, but these tiny wisps of paper can blow into other resources and contaminate that load. So what we do is after we finish shredding our documents, we'll grab a piece of tape and we'll secure it to the top and to the bottom, and they're not going to blow away now, and you can place them into your recycling. I'm sure that your inbox and social media feed is all clogged up with the tinfoil debate. It's true that this small amount of product can simply burn up in the reclaiming meltdown process and just pollute the air. Well, that's true if your harvester is using the Reclamator Forge, but if they're using the RS Fusion that was manufactured in Canada before the 2010 code compliance mandate retrofit that introduced the auger feed into the first chamber heat induction and not the convection infuser, you should be okay. Just call your precinct's recycling ombudsman and make sure that they don't use the articulated binary feed suppression system that we all remember from our childhood. And finally, before rolling Big Blue up to the curb, maybe give it one last inspection.
All clear.
Okay, great, son. And remember, like we always say, recycle smarter.